They used to get me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and take me to the ranch where my grandma was. So I would help grandma make tortillas and do all the cooking for them, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all three. I never got a penny.
How old were you?
And my grandma, I guess he had to pay her because she was working, but I don't know how much he paid her because she never told me.
How old were you?
I was 14.
But I thought something happened where you finally were gonna get paid, or you were getting paid. You never
No,
got
I
paid.
never got paid. Never.
So do you think it was because they were paying grandma and grandma wasn't paying you?
No, because
I think it was Charlie.
my sister, she was driving the criba or whatever you call it, and she was working on that, and then he would pay her like $25, and she worked the whole week till 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, and he would never pay her but $25. And then so happened that he wasn't there that day that he went to get paid. That she had to get paid. So the boss man went and asked my aunt China if Helen was there, and she said no. And he said, "Well, here, you take this money and give it to Helen." And he gave her like $100 and some out of $25.
So he was taxing her big time.
Yeah, and he was catching it from me too
Exploiting.
because he never paid me.
Yeah, that was exploitation.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that happened every time that he came around.
Yeah.
You know, because the migra would come and get him, and then he'd go back, and then he'd stay maybe a couple of months over there and come back again, and then
Also, what he was doing was sending money to the people over there, to his people, sending the money. And then my mom had credit at this little grocery store in Lariat, and there was the wife, and she'd always sing $5 in the bag, $5 in the bag, Sunny Brooks. So my mom knew she had to get her Sunny Brooks whiskey. So anyway, my mom said, I want to take some food out in credit. And she said, why? You have money here. So my mom said, I do. She said, yeah. She had about $300 saved for Charlie, but she gave it to my mom.
Oh, wow. That guy was stashing money everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Scamming it all up.
So what happened to him? Whatever happened?
Well, he moved to Lariat. He lived in one of those little houses in Lariat where Aunt China used to live. Um, and then I guess they took him back to Mexico, and they said he died. I don't know if he died or not.
See, he was deported.
Yeah.
From after the shooting there in Monte Vista with
yeah.
the cops.
He was involved?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that was shooting at them. So he was deported to Mexico, and he was doing the same thing in Mexico. So they killed him there in Mexico for that.
so when they got divorced, as I recall, Charlie moved to La Riata.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then he had another woman. I don't know if he married that woman or not, but he had another woman there, and he had a junkyard.
Oh yeah.
He had a big junkyard behind the house I was at, and he was also a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer because people would go down there and buy drugs from him. Okay. I can't remember what kind, but anyway,
Marijuana.
he people found out about him, and maybe that was the time that the cops went after him. Do you think?
Probably
I
because
really don't know, but he barricaded himself.
But he ended up in prison. Charlie ended up in prison.
He was deported to Mexico.
yeah.
He was shooting at Alfred, Fred's
Martinez, cousin,
cousin.
because he was a cop. Huh. Okay.
So we're
But
gonna.
anyway, Charlie, took us to Fort Lupton.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's when we started picking cucumbers, and that's when your Uncle Steve was born in 1953. Our wonderful sister here, because she knew exactly how to get out of things. Okay, she was a number one getting out of things. Okay, we would be picking. Have you ever picked cucumbers?
Yeah.
Anybody? You know
Oh,
what a
yeah.
cucumber vine looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like a squash.
The cucumber
It's
vine,
got a
when you
lot
pick
of little pricklies
cucumbers
on there.
and you want to make money, you got to learn how to pick cucumbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll the vine over, and all the cucumbers are,
On the bottom,
and then you pick them. Okay, and you put them in a bucket and you put them in a sack. And they have vines that pick. You know, there's these
Yeah.
stickers.
Prickly.
Yeah.
Prickly. There you go. What happened? One thing.
Well, I was really working, I was going at it. So anyway, I picked up the vine and I flipped it over, and a snake, and then this Charlie said, "What color? What color was it?" I said, "All colors, all colors." And my mom said, "Go home, go cook." I said, "Okay." I went home.
She got out of picking cucumbers.
Was there really a snake?
Huh?
Was there really a snake?
No,
So you would rather go home and cook
yes, thank you.
than do some hard labor.
And now we know why you're such a great cook.
Cooking's hard labor though too.
And,
Yeah.
and then on Sundays, we didn't work, and we would have to find ways to entertain ourselves. And your auntie is a really great entertainer, and we had like a little old wagon, with the wheels that the horses pulled, and that was our stage. Okay, and we would play like we were singers, dancers, or whatever. And we love to hear your mama sing, and she sang a very beautiful
Blue Moon.
Moon.
That was my favorite song.
Uh,
Okay.